Yo, what's up, everyone? Welcome back to another episode of the High Value Agent Podcast, where we inspire people to create a better life through real estate. And I'm going to share with you the one meeting that changed everything for my team. Okay, so what we do every quarter, and we just recently did it for the upcoming year, is we do a meeting called Go to the Board. Okay, Go to the Board is very special for our team, and there's a lot of elite high level teams around the country that I know. I know, the team leaders and the owners personally that have also implemented this Go to the Board meeting, and it's made a huge impact on the people within the organization. So very, very powerful meeting. It typically takes about an hour, maybe 2 hours, depending on how many people you have in your organization. But the reason why it is extremely powerful is because it's not just any meeting. It's an opportunity for the organization to draw a line in the sand. Okay, so we believe in public declaration equals manifestation. Okay, so like we're not going to keep our goal and our commitments a secret. We believe in letting our community know, letting our team know, here's where I'm headed. Okay, here's what I believe I need to do to get to where I'm headed, and please give me feedback on that number. We call it the number one lever that's going to help you move the needle forward in your business. And then we allow and embrace the feedback. And then from at that point, we ask for accountability around getting what it is that that person wants, right? So it's about bringing a different kind of energy in a meeting, and not keeping your goals private, putting the goal out in front of everyone, in in front of people who actually want to see you win. Because here's the truth. Again, public declaration equals manifestation. So when you say what you want out loud, it stops becoming a, well, hopefully someday idea, or hopefully someday I'll get it. It actually becomes a decision. It becomes now something that you're accountable to. It becomes something that your mind starts to just, automatically start solving, the challenges or the potential challenges for you to actually get it. Like it becomes real. So when our team walked into the room, right? Because we made sure, like I made sure that I set the tone about, hey, we're gonna be vulnerable, we're gonna be honest, we're gonna be upfront, we're gonna be bold. And when we come into this room, we are going to be present, prepared, and positive, and we are going to make sure that we are supporting one another. We're collaborating, okay? And so what we learned through this meeting is that you don't rise to your intentions, you actually rise to your standards, right? And then whatever that standard is now becomes your floor. So you never go below that standard. We also learned that a goal without a deadline is just a wish. So obviously, a goal without accountability, a goal without a deadline is just a thought that you will revisit when life feels convenient. So today wasn't about like getting hyped up. It was about, um, if you declare something today, treat it like it's already yours. Write it down, which we did. We had the board. We wrote everything down. In front of, again, imagine this. There's a whiteboard at the front of the room. We have a boardroom, and everybody was in there, and we had this whiteboard, and we would have up there 2025 actual, like, so not 2025 goals, but like where did you end up, right? Your 2026 goal, not only deals closed, but income as well. And then under that, we had the number one lever that's going to, what's the one thing that you need to do? Nothing else matters. This one thing that if you do it consistently every single day, it is going to move your business forward more than other things, right? There's probably other things you could do, but here's the number one lever. And then what impact is that going to have on your life personally? So if you hit the goal that you wrote on the board, the deal and the income goal, how will that impact you and your family and your loved ones? What would you be able to do with that money, right? And for some people, it was, well, I'd be able to pay off debt. Like that's incredible. How much debt? See, this is where you got to be willing to be vulnerable. Okay. Well, I want to pay off $20,000 in debt. Awesome. $20,000 in debt. When you do that, because we're gonna support you and walk alongside you on this journey. When you do that, how will you feel? How will your family feel? What changes after that? And then now we emotionally connect to the importance of showing up every single day and executing on the number one lever, and motivation has faded on days where you're not inspired, right? But that thing that has teeth in it, right? Paying off $20,000 in debt, so then you and your wife and your family can have better relationships, knowing that financial security is now in place. You don't have all this weight on your shoulders regarding, like, when it comes to your financials, right? You feel lighter now. That's going to improve your relationships. That's going to be able to now move on to the next step in your financial journey of actually building up, continue to build up your income to where you have enough residual, knowing that you don't have any more debt. You have enough residual income to now start investing, to now start doing other things with it, maybe even just going on a vacation, right? And so, that was what we did. Each individual, probably about 5 to 8 minutes each, came up in front of the whole team and did that. Okay. So we we manifest, what the mindset was, we manifest what we want by declaring what we want. And then obviously doing the work until reality catches up. And so, very proud of the team for showing up, being honest, being willing to put their goals in front of everyone. And now everyone has been fully, so everyone knows what everyone's goal is. And everyone is committed to helping one another hit their goal, which now creates a community of collaboration and alignment and contribution. And that, in my opinion, I believe is one of the most powerful things you can have when it comes to achieving great things in your life is, who are you doing it with? Are you constantly collaborating and masterminding and around people that are aligned with what you want? You're aligned with what they want, and you're working together to build this life by design. Like, how can you lose? You can lose, but how can you, without you just simply saying, I don't want that no more, and so I'm not going to do it, or I don't want it bad enough, so I'm not going to do it. Okay. So, a couple things to look out for if you're wanting to, if you're a team leader or you're a broker owner, um, if you're wanting to do something like this for your company, for your team, some of the things to look out for is, a, when you're in this, when you're leading this meeting, it's very important that every person is being specific in what they want. The number one lever, they're extremely specific. The lever needs to be something that can be measured and something that is actionable. But also, too, it's your job when you're leading this meeting to not allow people, obviously, to get away with vagueness, because the subconscious mind cannot connect to something vague, right? But further, if somebody is saying the number one lever for me is, I need to have more conversations, great. How many conversations do you need to have per day or per week that's going to move you closer to your goal, that you know for a fact you're going to hit your goal? I don't know, maybe between 5 to 7. That is where you should step in and say, is it going to be 5, 6, or 7 for you? 6. Now we went from conversations, which is vague, to how many, per day, or and that was now in that situation, that person would have been talking about per day. They gave you a range, and it's like, nope, we need to have a specific number, one number. What is that going to be that you're going to commit to hitting every single day? Six. How many days per week? Or yeah, how many days per week? Five. So now we're talking 30 conversations per week, right? Six conversations a day. And so you'll have some people that will say, well, I need to do more social media. And that's, again, this is where you step in. You cannot let them be vague. You cannot let them be vague. You got to really dial it down to a very simple action. Social media, awesome. How many posts per day? You see what I'm saying? So somebody could just say social media, and you're like, okay, great, social media. Next, how is this going to impact your life? No, social media, great. Which platform are we posting on? Facebook, perfect. How many times are we posting per day? One. Bingo. Cool. Now, do you believe that one video or one post per day on social media is your number one lever to get you to earn $100,000 into close 25 deals? Um, yes. Okay. And this is where you as a leader, and again, like, I'm kind of giving you an insight, but I can really unpack this for you. If you, after this, like when you watch this or you listen to this and you're like, man, I really believe this could impact my company and my team as well. Like, reach out to me. I'll be happy to send you out my entire breakdown on this that I actually follow as we're going through it. It's kind of like my agenda paper, making sure I stay on track as a leader as I'm leading this meeting. So just reach out to me, comment, send me a message on Facebook or social media. Like, it's not hard to find me, and I'll make sure. I just need your email, and then I'll send it to you that way. But but yeah, that person's social media, and this is, they tell you, yeah, one post a day, and you ask them, well, do you genuinely believe, based on everything you know up to this point, that one post a day is going to move that needle at the rate and the speed that you want to get you to earn 100K in the next 10 to 12 months? Yeah. And this is where you could turn to the team, okay? Because here's the reality. It's extremely powerful when the feedback is not coming from you, it's actually coming from the company. And so you could turn to the agent's peers, or the whoever is doing it, their peers, and say, peers, do you guys have any feedback? What would you tell him? Is what he is saying or what she is saying, do you agree that that is the number one lever for them? And then they can give their opinion, they can give their feedback, right? And then it's up for that person, on the hot seat, kind of, in a way, to embrace that feedback and maybe even reconsider what the number one lever is, or maybe they don't change it. But if you've done a very good job in your company of educating, right, bringing awareness and building belief into what activities genuinely move their business forward. Like, if you've done a very good job with that, then most of the time they're going to say the thing that will really move them forward. I'm not saying social media is not a variable, it is, but the number one needle mover that we talk about on our team, always, without a doubt, is conversations. Are you talking to enough people? Right? Sure. Could we get better on our skills? Could we post more on social media? Could we do more open houses? 100%. Those things are important too. But when we talk about the number one needle mover, it doesn't, I've never, ever, ever heard or seen a deal that got closed where an agent received a commission check that didn't start initially with a conversation. So the person who's going to build a business or win in 2026 is going to be determined on to how many people they talk to over the next 12 months, period. Right. So make sure you're doing a good job there. But so anyways, I could keep going on and on. If you're interested in really understanding the nuances and how to conduct this powerful meeting, that, again, for our team, it brought us tight as a community. Everyone is bought into helping support one another, whether it's getting into Disney World, paying off debt, buying their first house, buying their first investment property, right? Like, it really has made an impact. And this is the first time we've done it. I'm just sharing. We just recently wrapped up our yearly go to the board, and this is something you do every quarter. Okay, but if you want more information, again, reach out to me, let me know, and then I'll get you over some information that'll help guide you through how to conduct it. So I'm gonna wrap up there. Again, the meeting that changed everything for our team was go to the board. Very powerful. um, you guys keep doing the work. We are now moving into 2026. Man, it's time. It's time. Actually, it's been time, right? You know, a lot of people are already behind for 2026. So, like, if you could share this episode with somebody that you believe could give them some clarity, maybe another team leader or broker owner or an agent that you believe this could benefit them, send it to them. Be a contributor, give it away, support one another, and that's how we all win. So until next time, hey, y'all be powerful. Have a wonderful holiday season. See you guys on the next episode. Peace.